Everybody, and welcome back to Wrassle Graps.
What the
I
fuck
am
was
one
that
half.
noise?
Well, I think that was Guy Arc contemplating. It was just the day I come back to this server, and he decided, no, no, I don't think so.
Andrew, how the Geyer gave up on us, and I still feel those effects.
He ditched us about 2 months ago, and it hurts to this day emotionally.
Yeah, man.
Severe abandonment,
Why do you
severe
do that
abandonment
to
issues.
us, man? I
And,
feel like we should just kind of take him out of the server, but whatever.
no, I have faith one day he'll come back. One day.
Yeah. So back to the intro.
Yeah, one half of your Wrassle Graps team, Chris, joined by that dude over there.
Vincent.
Yeah. And today we're here to talk about AEW Revolution 2022. 12 matches of just fun and ring action, I'd say.
Yeah, the show was busting, man. Everything hit on this show.
I mean, even the matches you might not have been looking forward to, like the Tornado Tag or maybe the Jade Gargano match. Those things delivered, you gotta say.
There's a proper amount of violence. Everything was really good in ring action. I
It's like
enjoyed
I want to
everything.
wait.
I mean, the only problem was that it was just a long show overall.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's kind of the thing you expect these days. An AEW show's coming up, and like, all right, I gotta get my dinner over here. I gotta, get in a very comfortable spot. I can't move. I gotta plan out bathroom breaks accordingly. It's a rough time.
I just wish it was the length of a takeover show.
Takeovers are still some of my favorite shows because they were just 5 matches, regardless of what was going on in the show. They were 2.5 hours every time. It was always nice.
Yeah. But there were some interesting
How
surprises on this show that also kept us, awake.
right?
'Cause, I mean, after every
And
match, I was getting tired and tired.
I'll say I didn't get too tired until the beginning of the Moxley match, just because by that point it was like 9 matches deep. It's like 11 o'clock, like 10:30.
Yeah. Are we delayed right
Can
now?
we? I don't think so. No, I think we're good.
Okay, we're good. Alright, cool.
Don't mind just stalling
I
for
noticed
just
you,
one
like, you
minute.
were answering me, like, 1 second afterwards. Okay. Well,
Uh,
there was no Jeff Hardy on this show, spoiler alert. Uh, anyway, Chris had a bacon chocolate milkshake during the show, I think. And he said that shit was good.
Right, I'm back. Okay.
I ex your ass. You got exposed.
You suppose for what?
Drinking a bacon chocolate milkshake
Yeah,
during
sometimes,
Revolution.
sometimes, sometimes you go to Five Guys and you get curious what they got on the menu.
I'm trying to get that as well, honestly, but I don't know. There's no Five Guys near me right now.
That's unfortunate, man. It's not like I went to Five
I'd have
Guys
to
and got the
go
Artery
to
Annihilator.
Brooklyn. I'd have to go to Brooklyn and order it.
It's not like I walked into McDonald's today, man. I could get that McGangbang. It's not that embarrassing.
Yeah. I mean, imagine walking up to the counter and just saying that.
Imagine walking up to the counter and then boy doesn't know. Just toss you out.
Now you just think it's a prank on YouTube. It's a TikTok
No,
prank.
I wouldn't have a camera. I wouldn't have a
It's
camera
a hidden camera.
at all.
How? Hidden camera.
I'd walk in late at night, 12 a.m. Probably still open then.
But that's
Hey,
your
man.
excuse though, man. You have to have the camera. 'Cause that's your excuse,
No.
man. Because what if he doesn't get it? What if he has no idea what you're talking about?
What,
Then
you want to
it's less
document that
awkward
shit?
if you're like, "It's just a prank, bro. Ha ha," and then you run out, right? And then you're not actually video recording it, but he doesn't know that. He sees a camera pointing at him.
I mean, it's awkward regardless, I think.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at least you have an excuse.
What? What? Oh, we had 12 matches on this show. We'll think about this later. Figure out the proper way to order the McCain from
So
McDonald's.
Tony
Let
Khan
us
took
know
it
in the
off the
comments
show.
how you would do that.
He said he owns Ring of Honor. That's what Tony Khan said.
That was a different show.
Oh, what show are we reviewing?
Talking about Revolution from yesterday.
Revo- Oh, yeah, okay. Okay.
All right, so it
It's not my
starts
fault.
off. We're gonna.
I got less sleep than usual. Okay.
All right, well, we're gonna start off here. Quick recap of the buy-in, just because nothing too crazy happened. I could run down this quick. It starts off here. Layla Hirsch beats Chris Statlander. Hook, everyone's favorite, beats QT Marshall. And the House of Black have a fantastic match with Dead Triangle and Eric Redbeard.
Yeah, honestly, this shit, the buy-in was good. Layla Hirsch and Chris Tallender was okay. Hook always delivers. He's always a great wrestler. Of course, he probably should work on some stuff, but it's fine. And Rowan actually really impressed, to be honest. Or Eric Redbeard, I guess.
Yeah, some impressive stuff. A lot of cool spots with Brody King in there. I really enjoyed.
Oh yeah,
Plus, Buddy
Brody
Matthews
King
and Malachi
actually.
Black.
We haven't seen much of Brody King in AEW.
Right, and just seeing all six of these guys actually just having a really fun time, having a great match. I was up for it.
Yeah. That covers the pre-show.
Yes, we get to the main card. Eddie Kingston versus Chris Jericho, probably my favorite Jericho match in a long time, I would say. I don't know if you agree with that.
Yeah, I actually would agree with that. I have not been into Chris Jericho recently, especially with what he was doing with what's his face, the UFC guy,
Lambert?
Dan Lambert. Yeah, especially what he was doing with that. That was a whole terrible storyline that kind of ruined him in my eyes a little bit. And otherwise, he hasn't been doing much with the inner circle either. So, and when he was doing stuff with the inner circle, it was getting stale so quickly. So overall, this was definitely a nice little match that made me remember how good he actually is.
Yeah, and even better, Eddie Kingston finally gets one of his big wins on a pay-per-view, so that's also nice. I'm happy to see
Yeah,
that.
Eddie Kingston finally wins a big match, and apparently this is the biggest match in his AEW career.
Well, at least the biggest match he's won. I don't know about the biggest match in general.
No, it's the biggest match in his AEW career,
Yeah, I mean, he had a
or
match for the
that he
AEW
will
Championship.
that he biggest win in AEW career. Yeah, biggest win. Okay, yeah, yeah. That's what I meant.
That makes
Okay,
more sense. Okay.
biggest win. That's what Excalibur said. But also, I think that said that it took this long to get his biggest win in AEW.
I agree with that. I didn't appreciate the style they were going for, which is tossing him in title matches knowing he wouldn't win. That really kind of bothered me.
Yeah, I really feel like they should push him up to the world title position type thing, or world title contention level. Yeah.
I mean, I could agree with that. I could see him going there maybe later. I don't know if he's gonna do that with Hangman. I personally will get into that later, but
Or maybe he
I think
just
they could go
wins
a
the
different
TNT
direction with
title.
it.
I mean, I feel like him winning the TNT title would be really good.
I'd be fine with that after you get the well, spoilers, of course, the wordless stuff out of the way. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
All right, so
I guess that's
next
that
up,
for that match.
next up here, we get to Jurassic Express versus Red Dragon and Young Bucks. I think a really fun match.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, this was a really fun match. I mean, you have two of the best or three of the best tag teams in wrestling right now. So I mean, you can't really expect any less than what they gave you.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Going into this, I wasn't the biggest fan of Jurassic Express, at least at this point in time. In this match, they were the least interesting thing to me. But overall, they ended up winning, and I don't really mind that because they had a great showing in the match. And you could set up a nice Red Dragon versus Young Bucks feud going forward if you want.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought Red Dragon or the Young Bucks were actually gonna take the titles here. Because I really didn't see them doing anything with Jurassic Express after this match.
Yeah, I do agree with that. But like I said, I'm fine either way.
They're not really the most interesting with Christian either.
Not Christian. I think Christian's just sabotaging them from the inside personally. He's just going in there. He's like, look, man, I'm part of the team, right? Dinosaurs are cool and everything. But on the outside or on the inside, he's doing something different. I think.
You think they tricked them into believing he's Marco Stunt?
Um, Luchasaurus just said, you know what, you're pretty short, man. I don't see a difference.
Do you think they brainwashed them?
Yeah, it's magical because he playing, of course, brainwashes some people sometimes. It's just so damn good.
It might be the it might be the case. Maybe he even sang for them, and they were like, "Wow, you sound
Quite
just like
possibly.
Marco Stunt."
I think he walked up and they said, Marco, you look kind of different. And he said, oh, well, I did get a haircut yesterday. And he said, oh, that's pretty true. I do notice that.
I'm Marco, but in the future. Wait, what the fuck?
My name is Marco after I changed my name to Christian and got a haircut. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
He dyed my hair, got taller. It was actually insane. You know how people get shorter when they get old? Nope, not me. Got taller.
All right. So next up here, fun fact, thanks to Wikipedia, William Hobbs's uh, name in real life is William Hobson. I did not know that.
I didn't know that either, actually. Wait, who said that?
Wikipedia.
Oh, okay. I mean, Wikipedia has
Wikipedia.
all the answers. Like, I don't know. What was it? Like CM Punk is Tony Khan's father or some shit,
That is true. They did say that once. It's pretty
or
accurate.
something like that. Yeah,
They have a lot
that
of
was
helpful
very.
things.
That was such a random thing that I just came up on right there, like on that day. I was like, we were just looking up Tony Khan, Wikipedia, and boom, someone edited that shit.
It's just sometimes they give me a little treat on Wikipedia there. It's really nice of them, honestly.
Yeah, a little tweet on Wikipedia.
But yeah, thanks. Big shout out to them, of course, for having the results there so I can go through the match order. But before we get to the next match, I'm pretty sure we skipped over it already by accident. Uh, Shane Strickland signed with AEW.
But would that happen early in the show?
I think it was after the second match, but it's not on here. So,
Okay, yeah.
or maybe it's right
But
here. I don't know. Who knows?
they kind of spoiled it with the clipboard early.
They kinda did. But
But it was still a cool little surprise that I didn't expect them to do. I mean, they did that with Jay Lethal last pay per view, the same exact style as well. So if this is just a if this just happens on every single pay per view, I'll be down for that.
that would be cool with that. Hopefully, though, Shane Strickland's over on AEW goes a lot better than Jay Lethal's run's going currently. Hopefully.
I think it will be actually. I think he has a place in AEW. That may be Jay Lethal. I don't know, man. Jay Lethal probably does too, but I see more promise in Shane Strickland than Jay Lethal.
Yeah, I could agree with that. Longevity wise.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially
So,
in the TNT title division, I think.
yeah, he could do some wonders there, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So, match number 3 here on the card, Wardlow versus Keith Lee versus Orange Cassidy versus Powerhouse Hobbs versus Ricky Starks versus Christian Marco Stunt Cage in the ladder match.
Yeah. I mean, Christian wasn't gonna win this shit.
No, but it was fun to see him in a ladder match. Just for old time's sake.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Orange Cassidy wasn't gonna win. I mean, it was. I was thinking Wardlow or Will Hobbs.
I could agree with that, but props to AEW though for putting people in the match. Because usually you watch AEW and they put people in the match and you're like, I would like this person or this person to win. I really wouldn't want the other person to win. But in this match, there's people there. It's like I mean, there's people I want to win less than others. I'd be fine with it regardless.
Yeah, I think that's just how this was. It was kind of like, I would be okay with all these people winning, but I mean, there was only I kind of saw more like they'd probably go with a couple, like maybe Will Hobbs, Wardlow, or Keith Lee is what I was thinking. And Keith Lee, he just came into the company, so they might do that because they've done that with other people, but they actually picked the right choice, I think, at the end of the day.
Right? They went with Wardlow at the
The thing
end.
is, Wardlow has so much going for him right now with the MJF shit that it makes more sense for him to be the guy than Will Hobbs at this moment.
Yeah, I think MJF potentially screwing Wardlow out of the TNT title match could be a good catalyst for that feud going forward.
Yeah,
Right.
I knew
So
some people wanted Cesaro to be in the match because he would grab the brass ring or whatever, but that's
yeah,
just that was just a hope of some people, you know.
yeah. I mean, I didn't have my expectations up too high. I mean, we didn't get
Yeah,
Cesaro.
I didn't expect much.
We didn't get Cesaro. We did get the start of a long night long angle of Team Dan Lambert sitting in the stadium watching the matches in the show.
For what reason? I mean, yeah, Scorpio Sky's going to challenge from the TNT title.
Yeah, I get that. I guess maybe scoping out future competition. But I mean, I don't know. It just felt kind of weird.
Uh, yeah, I did feel the same. I mean, anything with Dan Lambert feels kind of weird.
It makes you uncomfortable because it means you get more Dan Lambert, really, and that's always a downer.
I was afraid he was going to stand up with a microphone and talk. That would be the worst thing.
If they had Dan Lambert sit there and talk the entire time, it would have ruined the match for me personally.
Yeah.
But overall, some great in-ring action in this match, as there's been all night so far up to this point. And I think the end spot, of course, with Ricky Starks looked kind of messy. Hopefully he's doing all right. That bump looked kind of
Oh, yeah,
rough.
that was terrible, man. That was absolutely the roughest bump I've seen. Well, not I've seen. There was rough bumps on this night in general, honestly. But I mean, he just
So
landed right on his neck. It was kind of disgusting looking.
right, and it looked it's pretty concerning. So hopefully he's doing all right.
And the ladder did not snap. So I mean, you've seen people like fold in half while the ladder snaps, but that shit
Yeah.
was just sturdy as a motherfucker and did not snap whatsoever.
Like I said yesterday when we were watching the show, I think it's not snapping in this case is probably for the best
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
because that could have been a
I think what WWE does, I think they do like really like fake ladders, you know?
yeah, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, that's just how it is. I think it's just wooden ladders, I think.
That's possible. That's possible.
Yeah. That's just me thinking though. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I've
probably
never
right.
been backstage when they're setting up the ladders. They're like, this one's wooden, this one's metal.
Anyone can confirm, drop a comment down below, please. Let us know about that.
Yeah,
But
WWE staff member, you leave down below your comment.
if it ends for now, going on to Jade Cargill defending her TBS title successfully against Tay Conti. And yeah, pretty nice match. Pretty decent.
Yeah, I love the fast paced fast paced thing they went for here. I think it was really good. They started off with a kiss and they worked really well together actually. Like it was actually pretty surprising how well they worked together.
Yeah, start off with Jade Cargill kissing Tay Conti, or as I like to call it, the fan service angle. I'm sure a lot of people are happy about that on Twitter. And from there, they just had a really good match.
Yeah, I mean honestly, like, and it didn't take up too much of your time. It was actually the perfect amount of time for this match.
Yeah,
So
according to Wikipedia, it was 6 minutes and 50 seconds, so just under 7 minutes. So not too long at all.
that's pretty fucking good, honestly.
All right.
Like not
So,
every match needs to be long. That's just how it is.
no, yeah. There are matches here that got a good amount of length and they kind of deserved it. But there are other matches where, of course, they need to go out long. This is a good example of that. And thankfully,
Yeah.
they kind of realized that. And they just say, you know what, we got a few minutes here. Let's just make the most out of it. And that's what they did.
Sometimes they draw out like the match, like to the point where it has to go long.
Or it's like they call it the Cody match.
Yeah, a Cody match. Yeah,
It's one of my least favorite matches in AEW, like the pay-per-view history they have, is Cody versus Lance Archer because that match itself slowed down the show so much and went on for like half an hour for no reason.
yeah. Honestly, I forgot about Lance Archer, man.
Yeah, that Cody match didn't help. But
True. I mean, he was on TV like 2 weeks ago or something.
yeah, losing to Hangman and Page
Yeah, and I guess that's that for him. I guess
for now. Yeah, he'll
then he'll come
disappear into
back
the same
eventually
hole
to
as
fight for some championship randomly.
or he'll disappear into the same hole as Brian Cage. We'll know where he went, or where he's gone, till he just
Yeah,
magically
probably.
shows up again.
It's just one black hole full of wrestlers just swirling around. Like, hey, what do you do? What did you get in here? Oh, I just sat in catering one day and they told me, hey, get in the black hole. I was like, oh, okay.
What about you,
Now here I
Brian?
am.
Tony caught me on the wiki. What's he have against Wikipedia? Yeah, it wasn't that kind of wiki. Um,
Yeah.
all right. Anyway, moving forward, CM Punk versus MJF. I think maybe my favorite match of the night. It's hard to say because there are some good ones, but one of my favorites definitely CM Punk versus MJF in the dog collar match.
Me personally, I'd say this is my favorite match of the night.
This match had a lot of story, a lot of brutality between these two, and yeah, some great in-ring action here.
Like this match and then the main event, maybe.
Right.
But the main event, there was a lot. It was I don't know. It lacked something that this match had, and I think
Story.
that was story. Yeah,
Yeah.
story.
Because this match has like 7 months of build up. Or I don't know about 7, but it's a long time. It's been building up for a long time. Hangman Adam Page and Adam Cole been building up for like 2 weeks. So it's really not a lot of time.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, it really started off hot when CM Punk started. So MJF had his little entrance with the copyright-free music, right? But then CM Punk comes out with his ROH entrance, which was a nice little touch to this whole entire story in general.
Yeah, not just the entrance, the gear as well, which is pretty cool to
The
see.
gear, the fucking jacket, everything was on point.
Yeah. And I think the cherry on the top of this whole match, besides the brutality and all the fun stuff there, was the ending where Wardlow ends up coming out. MJF asks for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. Wardlow pretends he can't find it until CM Punk hits his GTS and he's like, had it here the whole time. Passes to CM Punk to end the match.
Yo, I mean, does he keep the ring now? Is that how that works?
Yeah, I mean, now you gotta win the match, I think.
Okay, well, I mean, can you just steal the ring from him? Like, it's a fucking ring, man. You can hide it wherever you want.
I mean, you can steal it if you want. I don't know how
It's
it
not like
works out
championship
legally.
belt. Where you gonna put that?
I mean, that's pretty true.
Well, you
It's like
just put
that,
it in your fucking jacket pocket. Like, oh, I don't have the ring.
it's not like that one guy who stole the AEW championship from Longhorn Steakhouse.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall great match. Excited to see where the MJF and Wardlow feud goes. I'm very interested in seeing where CM Punk goes next.
Yeah, I'm excited as well.
Uh, so typically it wouldn't matter to me, but you did tell me to let you know if your dog started
I
barking.
I know, I know. I have to. I'm probably gonna go get him right now because he probably won't stop.
All right, I'm gonna stall for a little bit while you're doing that. At least I'll try
Yeah.
to.
I really hope my mic doesn't turn off, but we'll see.
All right, I'm hoping that goes pretty good. Um, so yeah, well, I kind of start talking about the next match. I don't want to get too far into it without him being here, because then it's gonna throw off the whole flow of things. But yeah, overall, like I said, the CM Punk MJF match. It's a really cool match in general. I really like the fake out by MJF. We starts out with the CM Punk theme and it cuts to his entrance. Really cool way to do that. Like I said previously, or I don't know if I said it before, but I meant to. Please let us know down below your thoughts on this card in general. Let us know if you think it was a great show, you think it was pretty average or pretty meh. We're interested in hearing about that. And yeah, that's gonna be something to look into if you guys do let us know. But yeah, I guess I'll start going forward here. Next up was Thunder Rosa versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And yeah, it was a pretty good match. I really liked it. There's a lot of interference by Rebel and Jamie Hader. And in the end, ends up costing Thunder Rosa the match. She had the match won a couple of times, but unfortunately, um, she wasn't able to beat Britt Baker due to the interference on the outside. So yeah, Britt Baker retains the all new Women's Championship. If you haven't seen this, there's plenty of pictures of it online, but it's a bigger belt. It's of an oval shape, it's more of a rectangle, the belt. And yeah, I
Yo,
definitely
what's
recommend
up?
you check it out.
Yo, can you hear me?
Happy you're back. Yeah, I'm happy you're back. Okay.
Okay.
Not gonna lie to you, I was finishing off talking about the Dr. Britt Baker match, and I was kind of getting nervous there for a second.
Oh, really? Okay. Wait, you
Yeah.
started talking about the match?
I read that stuff, so I was like, I started plugging, stuff like, let us know down below what you think of the show. And talked a little bit more about the CM Punk MGF thing. I was like, where do I go from here? I'll start talking about the Dr. Britt Baker match. We'll see where it goes from there.
Yeah. Uh, how would you say about the match? The word though, about the MJF CM Punk match.
Yeah, just the fact that MJF did the whole fake out entrance thing.
Oh yeah,
But
he
after
pulled a
that,
Dolph Ziggler before he got beaten by Braun Breaker.
yeah, everyone's favorite gimmick, the Dolph Ziggler record scratch. Uh,
Oh my
but
god,
yeah,
he used to come out dressed as other people.
he did. He used to come out, make everyone feel incredibly disappointed.
Yeah. Who
Easily,
do you
my
dress up as, man?
definitely did Undertaker. I feel like there was a Shawn Michaels one in there. I feel like there was
Yeah,
one.
he had to. He probably. I mean, he dressed like Shawn Michaels, even when he wasn't dressed like Shawn Michaels.
Right. Basically, it's Shawn Michaels when you think about it.
He had the vest, he had the pants, he had the boots,
But, yeah, there
he
was
had the
that.
ass. He was sexy.
I didn't notice that in particular, but good for you. Uh,
No, man,
anyways.
that's what he was doing, man. He was shaking his ass and shit.
Oh, yeah, right. Forgot he used to do that. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
he used to wiggle and whatnot.
That was his gimmick.
The Ziggle Wiggle. That's what
That,
they call it.
I think that was a grim thing. Who he was on the show a couple times in the crowd.
Oh yeah, John Cena t-shirt and everything.
Yeah. But,
He only
anyways,
wears it because everyone respects John Cena.
probably.
Or at least that's what I thought I saw him wearing. That could be terribly wrong.
No, it sounds correct.
Okay, cool.
Anywho, when I got to the Britt Baker
I mean,
match,
John
basically,
Cena's our biggest fan, right? Because he follows us on Twitter.
he does. He follows my account, your account. Follows us just like everyone else should follow us, I think. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, overall, just talked about how in the Britt Baker match, it was a really solid match, really good. But Thunder Rosa couldn't win because of outside interference.
Yeah. I feel like Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa had a really good match too.
Yeah,
I was starting to get tired at this point, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I did
everyone kind
zone
of
out
does.
a little bit, but I did get. I was paying attention still at the same time.
I have a friendly
It was like I was
prediction.
half paying attention, half not, but I knew what was happening.
Yeah, we had a friendly prediction going of whether or not Britt Baker would hit 3 curve stomps, and it's one short of me being correct. So that's unfortunate.
He had two, man, or at least two attempts.
Yeah, there could have been more. We were both getting pretty tired by this point, but
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, so anyway, I'd say the most physical, most violent, non-stipulation match on this show, Moxley versus Bryan. Of course, two great wrestlers having a great match here. And
yeah. I mean, the
probably
blood really started kicking when MJF and CM Punk was going at it. But
there was people who have blood in AEW. Punk, Moxley,
there was blood everywhere on this show, and
they go up in
DraftKings was
there.
getting bled on all day, every day.
That was the one thing though. They did miss the DraftKings logos in the corner, thankfully.
Thank God. They wouldn't have
Oh
heard
yeah,
the end of it, man. Tony Khan would have been in the mud.
I've been furious when I covered up the D in DraftKings. It just said DraftKings.
TK, explain this. He shows him the mat. Um, I can't explain that. I mean,
Yeah,
it was a dog collar match. A what now? Is that some sort of sex thing? No, it's a dog collar match. Two dudes get in the ring. They get like dog collars around their neck. It sounds like a sex thing. No, it's not a sex thing. I'm telling you, it's like the brutalest shit ever.
sit down, we'll
We're
watch it.
not paying you to put sex on television, Tony.
No, no, sit down, we'll watch it. There's nothing weird going on here. Come on. No, I'm not watching your weird stuff, Tony. Yeah, I'm
Is
going.
AEW just a? Is that just a front for your sex business? No, it's not. No, it's not what's happening. No,
And it's just one big con, Mr. Khan.
it's in your name. We should have known. Deal's off.
We go match
Slams face on
WWE.
the desk. Closed door.
All right, well. Anyways, Moxley and Brian Danielson have a great match here. Moxley ends up outsmarting Brian, pinning him during a submission attempt. And these two
Yeah,
start getting into it after the match, and that's when the debut of everyone's favorite NXT commissioner, William Regal, occurs.
yeah, man. I mean, I don't know where this is gonna go, honestly, but I'm looking forward to it.
So what happens here is they're fighting, and William Regal comes out, he breaks it up, slaps them both in the face, says, "Hey, no, we don't do that here. This might be Ring of Honor now." Shake hands.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, here's the thing I want to see. I want to see. I mean, he's clearly gonna be a manager for their tag team, right?
I would hope so. That sounds amazing.
I want to see him be a GM of a Ring of Honor. Is what I want to see.
I'd be cool with that, honestly.
It just makes sense. I mean, he's a good GM on TV.
Whenever they bring back Ring of Honor, I'd love to see that if that's the angle they go with.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, this definitely surprised me. I really did forget about William Regal.
Yeah. I kind of forgot to till I saw him, that that was a possibility.
Yeah, and like this, we listed like every other name except William Regal.
It really wasn't every other name. It was just, there's Shane Strickland, there's Cesaro, there's Cesaro.
Yeah,
Cesaro
there's
is also here.
Cesaro. Yeah, I mean, there's Samoa Joe is also a thing.
Right. Wonder what's going on in him, by the way. I know he wasn't doing too good physically, the
Um,
injury and everything.
yeah, I think he's fine right now. I think he's just chilling, is what I heard.
It's
He's
good.
just chilling with his family and whatnot.
It's good to
Because he
hear.
had COVID as well.
I did forget about that, actually.
Yeah, that's why I got stripped of the NXT title. I think.
It wasn't that it wasn't an injury. I just when it was an injury.
I think he got COVID. I'm not sure though. I could be wrong. I wasn't watching NXT at the time.
So whatever it is, hopefully it's just doing well.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, moving on. My least anticipated match on this card here: Darby Allin and Sammy Guevara and Sting versus the AHFO with Andrade, Matt
A
Hardy, and Isaiah Cassidy. And granted, I may have had my gripes about the triple threat not being here instead, and this match being here, but it was really enjoyable. I had a great time with it.
AHFO. What does it stand for?
Andrade Hardy Family Office,
Oh, okay. So that's a two people office.
indeed.
Well, no, it's a family and Andrade.
Well, it's an Andrade, Matt Hardy, etc. So there's more involved actually than just a couple.
Yeah, I guess. Who's really in the family?
Butcher, Blade, Jack Evans, and Helico, Isaiah Cassidy, Mark Quinn, Bunny,
Okay, it's
other
a
names I
wrestling
forget
family.
about.
Hell yeah.
I think everyone's favorite highlight from this match, besides Sammy Guevara's awesome Spanish fly he did, was Sting at 62 years old jumping off the balcony onto Matt Hardy, I think was it, or Andrade, putting him through three
Um,
tables.
yeah. Honestly, man, Sting is crazy at his age.
This seems insane, man. This match started off as a video package of Darby Allin crashing a car into the funeral of the AHFO, Sting getting out and torching it with a flamethrower.
Hey, what the fuck, man? That was crazy. How do you even record something like that?
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I probably enjoyed that more than the entire match, honestly.
I'd want to be there for the video shoot of that.
How do you run these things by Tony Khan? Yeah, I'm gonna get in the car, I'm gonna jump a ramp, I'm gonna crash that car I'm in into the trailer and just hope for the best.
Yeah. Like, honestly, it's kind of insane how he does that shit.
But man, at the end of the day, faces win. I think this feud's probably over. Probably. I think.
Probably, but I mean, I'm not sure, honestly.
All right, well, moving
Like
on, we
anything
get to
could happen, you know.
yeah, anything's possible. Next up, we get to Hangman versus Adam
I
Cole.
might have to be back.
Okay. Now,
You better stall and tell him about your chocolate shake or something.
I'll spend 5 minutes expressing my thoughts on the Halo gear, I think. The Halo gear Adam Cole had, of course. I'm
All
sure
right, I'm
you
back.
guys
I'm
were going to
back. I'm
get.
back. I'm back.
Pretty interesting. The figures they announced. Getting Kingston was kind of cool, besides the face sculpting. I think I watched that
Okay,
one.
that's fine.
They, I honestly, I'm just going to edit that part out, probably. All right, well, anyways, where were you before? Um, right, the Hangman Adam Cole match.
Yeah, that fucking
I
Halo
think personally we'd be
gear
wrong to
was
talk
not
about
it.
special without talking about the entrance gear for Adam Cole.
Yeah, no, it was just all over the place.
Yeah, I appreciated what he was going for. I don't think it worked personally.
Yeah, it just wasn't a good
I,
match.
I think because he was wearing the jacket, it meshed
No, it
too
wasn't
much
a
with that.
good
It clashed too much with
match
that.
of clothing
And
and whatnot.
no, the match was good. Match was good.
Yeah, maybe he's not a fashionable guy. You know, he does wear the same
That's more
clothes
true.
everywhere.
That's more correct. Could have done a lot better there. I I think the idea was there. I think he thought it would
Watch
look
them
better
make
than
an
it
action
did
figure of this.
with the jacket on and everything. I think personally, if he went out there with just the armor and no jacket, I think it might have been better.
Yeah,
I wouldn't hold it against him
it
to
might
doing
be a
an action
decent
figure for
action
the Street
figure.
Fighter attires Young Bucks had. Oh, Kenny Omega that one time. So I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, I guess.
But
I mean, they didn't have the rights to Street Fighter either.
I'm sure it would if they gave the rights to Halo.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
yeah, I'm
guess
sure they
so.
paid for the rights, but I mean, that's the whole thing. They got to buy the rights to use the Halo thing. So, but yeah, overall, the match itself pretty entertaining. By this point, we were both pretty tired and
Yeah.
ready to be done with this. But yeah, we're not gonna hold that against the match because that's not really that fair. But yeah, really good match.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of super kicks in
Um,
this match.
could have done with a bit more story
I
behind
don't
it,
know how
but that's
many.
really my only
100.
criticism.
Yeah,
Hold
probably
on,
the exact number.
I
And the
wouldn't be
whole last
surprised
half
if
of the
that was
match was
wrong.
super
Actually,
kicks.
that's probably true. But Adam
Yeah,
Cole
they
had a
had a
ton of those. I
super
don't
kicking
know if he was just
contest
like
at some
riffing
point.
off of
It was
it,
a whole
kind of just
super kick
figuring out what
party.
to do from where. But he was really going for those super kicks.
Shoot, Shawn Michaels was just having a heart attack at home.
Done by one person, usually that's a two-person thing. But yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, it's not loving that.
Yeah, yeah, having an aneurysm over there probably.
Yeah.
Well, overall, the Red Dragon did try to
This
get
had a
involved.
brutal
Dark
spot
Order
too.
stopped that from
Man, they didn't
happening.
have to go that brutal.
And Adam
They put a
Cole
table and did
loses
a
the
dead
match
eye
to
on it.
Hangman, and
It's like,
that's
what
the
the
end of the
fuck, man?
show.
Why you gotta break your knees for what? Yeah,
Right, the Deadeye, that looked like a cool idea.
yeah.
I think
Honestly,
it was a
everyone
cool
did like
idea, but it
crazy shit on this
backfired on
show.
Hangman, much like the Halo gear backfired on Adam Cole, in my opinion. Everyone really
Double
gave it their all,
thumbs
and I
up.
really
I
appreciated
mean, I
it.
can do
That's why
without all the
I
hours that we
think this is
spent watching
a
it, but
double thumbs up show for me.
overall, I think this shit was entertaining for the most part. I didn't fall asleep during this shit. I mean, probably because we were in a call together at the time, but Honestly, I did find every match
I
good. So double thumbs up is fitting. No match was bad.
yeah, there was no match here really that was bad, like you said.
I
So
think the one match I was
overall, I
like,
think there's double
this
thumbs
might
up.
not be good. I was like,
Definitely
Jay
recommend you
Cargill
check it out
match
if you
might not be
can.
that good, but
And with that
even
said,
that
I think that's
surprised
it
me
for us.
being good. So yeah, I guess we should send it home. I guess.
I fully agree with that.
All right, so go follow us on every single social media platforms and everywhere in our
I would
email
agree
there
with
as
that, yes.
well. Everywhere, everywhere, as well as podcasts and cloud reviews help us out a ton. Go on YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of stuff, and we will see you next one. Bye.